They say every university has secrets. Some hide them in locked offices. Some bury them in old archives. But at Westbridge University, their darkest secret lived quietly in room 13. Amaka never believed in rumors. She was focused, disciplined, determined to leave school with a first class. No boys, no distractions, no drama. But the thing about secrets is, you don't need to look for them. Sometimes, they look for you. It started simple. After class, her project supervisor, Dr. Hassan, called her aside. He adjusted his glasses and said quietly, "Your work is good, but you need guidance. There's a study group I want you to join. Meet them in the old library, room 13. Amaka nodded and walked away. But then she saw something strange. Dr. Hassan wrote the room number on a small sheet of paper, stared at it, and immediately tore it into pieces. A plain number. Why destroy it? It felt small at the time. Later, she would understand nothing about room 13 was small. The old library was nothing like the new one. Dusty shelves, dim lights, long hallways that swallowed sound. The kind of place where a whisper felt like a scream. Room 13 sat at the end of the corridor, the door slightly open. Inside were 5 students. Kemi, friendly smile, eyes too sharp. Joseph, quiet, never looked directly at anyone. Tola, talkative, fingers always tapping. Dele, the class rep, too serious for his age. And Kabir, staring at Amaka like he'd seen her before. They greeted her warmly, almost too warmly. "Welcome," Kemi said. "We've been expecting you." Amaka frowned. "Expecting me? I only got the invitation an hour ago." Still, she joined them. And for 2 weeks, the meetings were normal, until the night the argument started. Joseph tried opening the bottom drawer of an old wooden cabinet, a drawer sealed with a rusty lock. The moment he touched it, everything changed. Kemi jumped. Dele shouted. Kemi rushed across the room and slammed the drawer shut. "Don't touch that!" The room went silent. Joseph apologized. Dele locked the drawer again and slipped the key into his pocket. Nobody spoke about it afterwards, but Amaka knew that cabinet meant more than any of them were willing to admit. Every time she glanced at it, it felt like something inside was watching her. The night everything changed began with heavy rain, thunder, lightning, campus almost empty, but the group still met in room 13. Halfway through the session, the lights flickered. Once, twice, then steadied. No one reacted. It was like they expected it. Amaka dropped her pen. It rolled under the cabinet, and as she reached down, her hand brushed something cold, a small black USB stick. She lifted it. "Is this anyone's?" All 5 students looked up, too quickly, too sharply. "No." They said it together, same tone, same wrongness. She slipped it into her pocket. Kabir watched her with calm eyes, but fists clenched so tight, her knuckles whitened. She left early. Back in her hostel, she locked the door, plugged in the USB. One folder, room 13 archives. Inside, audio recordings from nearly 20 years ago. She clicked the first, static, then voices. Her study group's voices, but the date was from 2019, 3 years before she even entered the university. Her heart froze. Next file, Dr. Hassan's voice. The next candidate must match the criteria. The mistake with the last girl cannot repeat. Another file. A whisper. The chosen ones must not know until the final stage. Her hands shook. She scrolled and stopped at a file with her own name. Amaka Chukwu, marked for advancement. Monitor her progress. She matches the profile. Dated 2018, a year before she even wrote her admission exam. 3 knocks, slow, heavy. Amaka froze. Another set of knocks. Amaka? Kemi's voice, soft, too soft. We need to talk. Silence. Then Dr. Hassan's voice. You were not supposed to find the recordings yet. There's a process. Another pause. Don't make this more complicated. You were selected for a reason. Reason? For what? Amaka grabbed her bag, climbed out the back window, and escaped into the storm. At dawn, she went to campus security. The guard took one look at the USB and pushed it back. Leave now, and never return to that room. His voice trembled. She left, found a retired librarian who once worked in the old library. At first, the woman refused to speak. Then, quietly, she said, in 2006, there was a group of elite students, handpicked by certain lecturers. They met secretly in room 13. For what? Amaka asked. The woman looked away. Let's just say, students who joined them succeeded. Those who tried to expose them didn't last. Amaka's stomach twisted. And how did they choose new members? The librarian hesitated. Bloodline. Amaka blinked. What? Certain families tied to an incident from years ago, and once your name enters their archives, they claim you forever. Amaka felt the world tilt sideways. When she returned to her aunt's house, a brown envelope sat on the doorstep. No stamp, no name. Inside, an old admission list from 2018, a year before she applied. Her name was on it, same matric number, same supervisor, every same planned, underlined at the bottom. Your path was chosen long before you walked it. She packed her things, ready to run. Then her phone buzzed. One message from an unknown number. Stage 2 will begin soon. Do not run. We always find our own. An audio file attached. She pressed play. Static. Then her mother's voice, much younger. Please, leave my daughter out of this. She's innocent. She shouldn't pay for my mistakes. Amaka dropped the phone. Her knees buckled. This wasn't about school or academics or any study group. This was older, darker, rooted deep in her family's past. And room 13 had been waiting for her long before she ever knew it existed.
This is just the beginning of what is about to unravel about room 13 and its relationship with Amaka. Like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification so you can get notified each time we post a new interesting story on our channel.